caught.
All right, welcome back, commissioners, and back to you, Chair Harrington.
Thank you, Clerk Moss. We're reconvening in work session to try and get one more topic done before the lunch break. So we have here with us both Ms. Taniguchi Dennis, the CEO of Clean Water Services, as well as Mark Jockers, Chief of Staff, with a proposal for the Clean Water Advisory Committee Budget Committee nominations and a new CWAC environmental representative appointment. Take it away.
Thank you, Chair Harrington and members of the Clean Water Services Board. This should be a pretty quick item, but we wanted to bring this to you. These will be two items that we'll bring back to you for your regular board meeting on March 7th. One is Clean Water Services Budget Committee. The Budget Committee is made up of the 5 of you and 5 members of Clean Water Services Advisory Committee. The Advisory Committee, or Commission rather, makes a recommendation to you, nominates people that you then appoint. We met with the Commission on last month, and they made recommendations for 4 appointments. We have 4 positions open because we have 2 positions that expired and 2 positions that are vacant. We stagger these 5 positions on 3-year terms so they don't all go off at the same time. We had a number of people that stepped forward to ask to be appointed, and they chose lots on what term that they'd like to go into. Those 4 people are Alex Fan, Matt Wellner, Mark Farrar, and Elaine Stewart. So we will bring those back to you on the 7th of March, unless you have any questions on that.
Who is will we still have one vacant, or who is the one who's the continuity?
Terry Song, who is the continuity. So his term runs through 2023. And as chair, we're certainly going to encourage him to continue to serve on the committee. The other issue is, as some of you may know, it's interesting, Director Willie mentioned Glenn Fee, who's the new executive director of Tualatin River Keepers. Jan Wilson retired last year, and the board had appointed her as an environmental rep to serve on our commission. She stepped down. We'd like to appoint Glenn Fee as the new executive director of Tualatin River Keepers to that position, or ask you to do that, to fill the balance of Jan's term, which goes through September of 2024. We thought that'd be more efficient and be able to make sure that we have river keepers involvement there. So questions or comments on that?
So I'm just going to pick on you a little bit.
Okay.
On no issue, a need that we have moving forward. I just think in government, we tend to use the word issue to mean anything about work we need to do. And I like to save that word issue for when we actually have something of controversy. So anyway, I'm just picking on you.
Good, that's I'm making note of that. The other thing, as long as we're talking about Tualatin River Keepers too, they are hosting their annual meeting at Clean Water Services main office on Saturday. They rotate that around and they do that annual meeting. We're hosting them this weekend. So thank you. We will bring both these items back to you on March 7th.
Yeah, just to follow up on that, they've also got some, we talked about canoeing and paddle boating. Certainly in the Tualatin, they've got an event that they want to do. I told them paddle boarding, whatever it is that you do better than I do, because and I told them that the last time you and I were on the river together, you took unfair advantage and won. Anyway, so no, they've got some great activities they want to invite us to, and I told them they needed to get them on our calendar really soon. But I think they are talking about obviously summer and fall stuff. So
Director Fye mentioned that the fun we had when we had the CWAC board canoe and barbecue, which was many years ago. That was when you served on the commission. We have rescheduled that for this year, and we will be hosting it in partnership with Tualatin River Keepers at Cook Park on, I believe, I'm looking here, Thursday, September 14th, and it is already on your calendars. We've worked with your staff assistants on that. But that isn't any reason you shouldn't go out again with them too.
Well, I was just thinking I better go out and do some practicing so I don't embarrass myself.
And I will continue to serve my role as modeling life safety and water vests.
Reduce anxiety.
Because my favorite body of water is the shower. And while I do know how to swim, I can never be too cautious when it comes to water bodies.
Well, thank,
Provided the water guns last.
we
Oh,
did.
yes,
Like
you
that
did.
we have a little armory at
Jeez,
work.
that's mischievous. And I gladly took one and
Okay.
used it.
Yeah.
Let it go. Well, okay, down to business. Do we have any questions or concerns with regard to these proposed appointments? So it looks like we will be ready to take action on March 7th.
Perfect. Thank you very
Great.
much.
So
And
I'll be
thanks
bringing,
for letting us have a little fun here.
and I'll be bringing my green swim cap.
Oh,
That's right.
Awesome. That's right.
have that.
Racing cap.
Aerodynamic.
You may have a swimsuit.
I do. I do.
Bring my robe.
Where we jumped in the water.
Freezing cold.
Thinking cement boots.
Oh, boy. And with that,
Swim
I
with the
think we
fishes.
will pause for our lunch break and reconvene at 1:00.
Very.
On our program cost recovery proposals for LU services. And then our two other major topics before we finish up our work session. So have some good lunch and
Fortify.
sugar cookies or whatever to
Fortify.
fortify you for our agenda this afternoon. Thank you. See you later.